Now she's going to turn around naturally, like, there we go. There we go. And here's Deb tricking out there.
Now.
Yep.
I see a koala before I go home.
Well, you'll see one whether or not you see one naturally, that's a bit of that can take weeks and weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can get lucky, but they are here, but it's just whether you see one, you know.
I see.
And as I say, often they'll be right there and you don't see them because they're caught behind. Now the wombats, by the way, live along the bank and the banks in hollows. I'll show you tonight. So we're just at Healesville Sanctuary here. It's Tuesday, May the 30th, 2017. I'm showing Deb around. It's going to be a 2.25 hour trip with lunch, so a little rushed, but it'll have to do. Okay. So I've already told Deb.
A lot of things.
Oh yeah. Here are our emus. Deb, there's one walking up to us. Look, he's coming right over. No. They don't hurt you. He's coming to say hi. Hey Deb?
Yeah.
Look at this. He's checking you out.
I would assume that knocking on the thing is bad for them.
Not really. These guys will. You see them in the wild quite commonly. They're pretty used to humans. So we're now in the kangaroo enclosure. And look, here's not a macropod. Oh, yes, it's a new macropod. Hello, mate. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, you're not that much.
Come on, Deb, walk over and say hi. A little bit closer.
Hello.
Come on. Here's Deb. You're gonna go.
That's a pretty good video, I think.
What's that? Australian pelicans. And then there's the American Yes, one of your wombats. He's fast asleep because it's
Bigger than I thought. The size of their cut, really.
right.
They have the strongest jaws of any mammal per size. Right.
Really?
Yeah. One over there. That looks like a monitor. These look like iguanas.
Yeah.
That's the monitor.
Ugly bastard, aren't you?
This is big.
You'll only make trouble for himself and his master if he's true to his nature.
There you go. Here they are, one flying over here. See him going? There they go again, Deb.
If David really
Deb doesn't want to star in the movie. Smile. You're at Bells Beach in Western Victoria. Famous surfing beach. And that over there is Wiki Pop. And as we go around, we can see some surfers out there. Surfers. There we go around. It's none too warm today. So that is that. So we're at the Anglesea Golf Course, which is actually famous for the fact that kangaroos are out there having a scratch in the middle of the golf course. So we're in the middle of a golf course at Anglesea. There's Deb. Hi, Deb.
Hello.
And what is this? Is a golf course, correct?
Yep.
And out.
With a warning sign about kangaroos. Oh, look at all the balls everywhere. Don't you see them?
I don't know. There must be a drive. Oh, it's a driving range. That's why. See, 250. They shoot from there. So, and then we have kangaroos. Right there. And here we are at the shooting range at the Anglesea Golf Course, and you can see a whole bunch of roos just sitting around. And over here we have Deb Smith. And over here we have me. And this is
Silly man.
is the actual golf course, golf club over there. And we're at the Lawn Pub on May 31st. It's a Wednesday. Deb's sipping some of my beer, even though she's got a Chardonnay.
Just want to try it. It's
Yep.
very good.
Yep. And then looking out, you can see the beautiful Great Ocean Road in the back, including Fairhaven. So in summertime you can sit out there, but it's actually 12 degrees, which is about 50 degrees, maybe a little less than 50.
Yeah.
So it's, but this is the view you get from the pub. Pretty kick-ass. As you can see, we're the only customers today. So,
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Somerton Road, a Prang in South Melbourne, Park Street, St Kilda Road, and one in Seaford on the corner of Frankston, Dandenong Road and Seaford Road. Get 40% off everything at the Big Bond Sale. 40% off all men's, women's, kids and baby bonds, underwear and apparel. The Big Bond Sale on now in Bond stores and online. Conditions apply. That's the latest 105.1 Triple M traffic.
James Gresham and Billy Brownless, the Rush Hour.
Hump Day means the midweek rush hill.
Yes, indeed, Jim, and it's the best footy talk you'll get anywhere in the world. The Chief, Jason Dunstall, joins us, along with Juno, Jay-Z Clark, and we discuss all the big footy items.
Plus one of our absolute favourites, Mad Mates, Rory Sloane, the Upweight Tacoma Flyer, will join us as well.
The Rush Hour. Casavo from 4.
Sellmycar.com.au. Get cash for your car fast. No aggro.
105.1 Triple M.
No aggro. That means no attitude.
Aggravation, isn't it?
Yeah. No aggravation.
If your office is putting you to sleep, it's time to move to an Asian Pacific serviced office. With modern interiors, furniture and parking from just $150 a week. Wake up your business and get inspired. Visit AsianPacificServicedOffices.com.au or call the 1300 211 742.
When it comes to dirt, you might be able to get away with it on your shoes, on your tools, or in your jokes. Little bit of dirt never hurt anybody, right? Right, except when it's in your engine. No excavating required. Put down the shovel, head into BP, and we'll do the dirty work. Choose BP Ultimate Diesel. Unlike ordinary fuels that can cause dirt to build up in your engine, BP Ultimate Diesel busts dirt in just 2 takes.
Ah.
Fill up on BP Ultimate Diesel. BP, go your way.
The waves on that.
Tyres and more buy 3 get 1 free on selected Yokohama 4-wheel drive and SUV tyres.
Is that what we were looking at from the
Yeah.
this alcove here or whatever?
Oh no, it would have been a couple back.
Okay.
Work on domestic commercial sites as soon as possible. If you want to get ahead on site, on your site, AGA provides quality training and job security for your apprentice.
Now we're at the Wye River Hotel. They had a fire come through here a couple of years ago. Here's Deborah L. Smith. You see up in the hills. Here we are on Fairhaven Beach. And who is this? Dev on Fairhaven Beach.
Yeah. And I was smart enough to read my FinPix.
What's that?
I was smart enough to read my FinPix.
Right, and I wasn't. But in a minute.
Yeah, you're on.
Am I?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Barbie.
It's not bad, is it?
It's actually not bad.
All things considered.
What?
All things considered.
Alright, now a photo.
Oh yeah.
This is June the 4th. Walk along. Deb's walking along the Mullum Mullum Trail in East Doncaster. This is, I brought her here because we were hoping we would see some cockies, but the cockies are not being very cooperative today, which is a bit of a shame. There's not one here. They're usually up in these trees screeching away, along with rosellas. So we're going to try and see a platypus. Here we go. If she sees a platypus, it'll be highly... But they do feed in these rivers. There's no question they're there, but they're shy little buggers. So, so here we are. All right. So this is the case. It's now June the 3rd, Friday. This is Gunnamatta Beach, which is the back beach on the Mornington Peninsula. And you can see there's one person surf fishing right down the end there. And then we have, turn around Deb, we have Deb checking out the Aussie beach. What do you think, honey?
Beautiful as always.
Audio.
It doesn't.
Sorry, you're
No, it doesn't have audio. And what's the date today?
2nd of June, Friday.
It's Friday the 2nd of June, and we are at Dramana. We are staying over there, right Dave?
Yep, that's a pub.
At the Dramana Hotel. Yeah, it's an HD. And this is the area we are. We have my mates. In fact, if you could film me for a second.
Yes,
Bookie.
definitely Clinchy, because I want to see if this has a... Go for it.
Yes. And so this is the HD camera I got. Now, most people can take videos on their phones, but this is
Not my
HD
phone.
and it's capable of taking a lot more video, so that's
Yep.
why I use it.
No,
So I use
fair
it
enough.
on these trips.
Now, does this have the capability to have a tripod? Yes, it does. You've
does
answered
it?
my question. Yes, it does, because I need something like this to film the soccer.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It's HD, it's very good
Yeah.
footage. I'll send
No.
it to you
Okay,
when we come back.
beautiful.
That's all we need.
That's excellent.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, mate. I'll turn that off. That's Mount Martha and the lift at Arthur's Seat. We're at Dramana, which is on the which is on Port Phillip Bay. And there's those famous coloured beach houses on the front. There's the chairlift up there. And here is Mr. Boothroyd and Mr. Barker. We're on the Dramana Pier with beautiful... Oh, it's... Yeah. What a beautiful morning. Yeah. So, do you boys have anything to say for posterity on the annual the Australia movie, Mr. Boothroyd?
Just great night, that's all I can say.
They were great bloody days.
They were great days.
Very lucky none of us are hungover as far as we know.
Yes.
Right, well I'm not, so yeah.
We're still waiting for Pete, of course. And the time
But
is...
whether we're okay to drive is another.
And now we've got a boat that's just come through the heads to head up the Port Phillip Bay to Melbourne. I'm pretty sure that one, this guy here is a pilot boat. Looks like he's heading out to the, there's a boat out to sea there. And you see a boat coming down the bay. See that one, Deb?
Oh yeah.
Here we are in the boat, and Deb's checking out her mail. Hi, honey.
Hi.
We're just coming back from Queenscliff on the ferry. We're almost at Sorrento now. Beach. Deborah Smith, where are you?
On beach again.
Which beach?
Portsea.
Portsea, which Portsea Beach?
Bayside. No. Oceanside.
Back Beach.
Back beach.
Good job, honey. Glad you got that first time. Nice little waves here today. That is a cuttlefish. Yeah, they come in and that's what's left of them, a cuttlefish. Quite common on these... Yeah, I believe they are. I'll show you a picture of them. Obviously the body's gone, but... We've got our surfer dudes out there. I can't see them in the screen. Here he goes, he's going to take off.
Yep.
There he goes.
There he goes.
And he's got it.
Got it.
Well, not for very far. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not exactly textbook surfing. Alright, and here's Deb. Turn around, Deb. Sun's setting. She's getting a little sick of being filmed, but so it wouldn't be very good in the documentary, I'm afraid. But she's enjoying herself, and that's what matters. Alright. And here we are at the timeshare on the Mornington Peninsula. It's a little green monster again. Now we're on Cape Woolamai on Phillip Island, just entered over into Phillip Island. Beautiful day. Deb's making us lunch. There we go. People looking around. Well, we were having a nice peaceful lunch until Deb decided to feed the local inhabitants some bread. So we are now at Cape Willamai. Deborah L. Smith turning around with her nice hat on from the Galapagos. We are heading up to the Pinnacles, which are over there, walking on this little trail. Not up here. This is the Pinnacles at Cape Willamai on Phillip Island. It's Sunday, June 7th, 2017. And here is Deborah L. Smith. Spectacular scenery over there. These are the wetlands at Rhyll, L-H-Y-L-L. And here's one of the indigenous species moving around to now.
Migratory.
Yep. So now we're on the Rhyll wetlands. A lot of migratory birds come along here. Yep. And these are mangoes because they're mangroves because they're in the water. So there's all sorts of birds living in here. And we're at the inlet of the Rhyll wetlands. Alright, we're here in Sydney on June the what?
6th.
June the 6th?
D-Day.
D-Day?
Yeah,
there you go.
D-Day.
And we have Alan and Aidan and Deborah L. Smith. Oh, and there's someone photobombing them. There goes Deb. There's the, I don't know what that is. It's some, not a very well-known building in the background. And over here we have Jordan and Adriana. Oh. And then
and some complete strangers.
Yeah, here we go. There we go. Very good. Thanks, guys. There we go. That's good. And then up here we have the bridge. And see those people going down there? That is going to be us tonight. All right.
You can see them slowly coming down off the bridge.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
And this is the world's tackiest sign. Whoever thought of that should have been killed at birth.
You ready?
Go! Go! Don't trip! Oh, I see him tripping. Wow, they're fast.
Let me see.
Having a seizure.
Now we're leaving. Now we're leaving Circular Quay, and as a feature we have Jordan moving over to Adriana. And then we turn around and we have Deborah L. Smith. Turn around, smile. And who's that in the back?
It's not Brad Pitt.
I get that. On the Manly Ferry, just left Circular Quay.
And what does that mean?
Hang on, we're now at the heads. This is Sydney Harbour Heads, North Head, South Head. 8,000 miles that way is the coast of the US if you go that way. If you go that way, you'd probably end up in the Antarctic. If you go that way, you'd end up in space. If you go that way, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, the final frontier. We have hit the Sydney Northern Beaches. Look, Jordan, smile. Aiden, big smile from Aiden, and there's Alan. Wow! Little children are going to be watching this, Alan. So here we are, the famous Norfolk Pines, which look a little healthier now. Sydney beaches, the classic. So here we are at Manly Beach. The start of the Daintree River cruise.
Did he find Toad?
No, he's just walking up there. You'll get to it. There's plenty of people up walking through.
Break the bones, perforate the meat, and then they use their tail to twist lumps of meat off under the water by doing what they call a death roll. If they catch a big animal like a feral pig or a beast, they'll leave it in the water to soak for a few days so it will soften up and then they can twist lumps of meat off easier. They prefer fresh fish or fresh meat. Fresh passengers. Crocodile infested river, you know? Pretty simple, really. Like walking on the road with your eyes shut, you know. There you go. He's not. You do go the Bob Catter party, he wants to kill them all. He's frightened about being outwitted by an animal that's got a brain the size of a marble. It means you're doing something wrong.
Well, he's not that smart.
Doing a bit of Tai Chi there.
22 species of mangroves here, with only
They
69 in the world.
They can breathe in oxygen above the surface of the water and the soil that they grow in. And they're salt tolerant. And the main two things that they have in common. Along the spike, you can see swimming up along the water's edge are called pneumatophores. And these grow from the primary root system of the mangrove. They have like a breather tube or a snorkel. They breathe in oxygen above the soil and it allows the mangrove to grow in mud with a very oxygen. Smell rock dig gas and salt gas through the mangrove area. Crocodiles can go through here. They'll sometimes climb out of the water and sit up on logs or sticks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on the
After yourself the minute you were born?
Prawns, crabs, frogs, insects, they'll eat anything they can catch.
It's about 14 months old.
Yeah, the temperature crocodile is very important. They have to be warm so that they can move fast to get away from other larger crocs. They eat each other. Larger ones will eat.
2
months old.
I was taking a photo of it.
Independent, even at that age, they
Let's go in the other direction.
It's 2 months old, okay?
It's hard to believe we're in the same country, isn't it?
Man-Cape night heron. Oh, you going to steal
Croc's got his tail curled round, ready to go. One little flick of that tail, send him into that cord, he'd disappear in a split second. And we know that they can live up to 100 years old, but to get to the other 2.5 metres it would take them another 100 years. So how you tell the age of a live crocodile, you cut one of the discs off the back of his tail. They're called scoots, and then you cut the scoot on an angle from end to end, and they count the rings in it, like a piece of wood.
That is going to be a joke.
If it was a dead crocodile, they saw through the bone and they count the rings in the bone.
Croc right under the water there. He was.
Little bubble. Sticking out of the water.
Ready?
Yeah, you can cut this one. But they can crush a feral pig's skull with one bite. Yeah, the whole thing.
Biggest croc in
that,
here.
pick the whole pig up out of the water about 1.5 meters, just crush its skull like that, and then he's got his mouth open. Yeah, little tooth in there. So what he's doing there is warning us to keep away from him. So I'll just see if I can get you a bit closer.
God, he's huge.
Yeah. He's a big fella.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of him that you can't at him, and the females don't grow as large or as fast as what the males do. Could be 60, 70 years old, and if it was a male it could be 20 years old. But you're only guessing, they all grow at different rates.
Can you tell once they're, when you can get close to them externally?
As you get really close, turn it on its back, get your foot, push down in front of the vent. If it's a male, it'll pop out.
This is where the Daintree meets the ocean.
Tarzan vines or liane vines there. They all look like they're hanging down, but they actually all start on the ground and go up initially because everything in the rainforest is chasing sun. You can see today there's not much sunlight hits the ground, so everything down here wants to go up. So these vines, they chase the sun up by the trees, so they end up coiling up by the trees, but then they eventually, like the tree might die and rot, then the vines get caught up in the other branches, and that's a lot of those ferns are sticking around here too, guys, like the ones we saw back on the trees in Mosman. So these are like air plants or epiphytes. And they don't take anything from the tree, they just live on the side. They're just a spore just floats around and just hits something that's moist and starts to grow on the side of it. You'll see the wall where the trucks are all parked, there's epiphytes all on that wall too, so they don't need it for about maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Every time I had a shower or I walked into an air conditioned room, your skin squeezes any hair that's left in there and it just squeezes more toxin back in. So yeah, you can't really do anything to get the hair out because it's so small and fine, it just breaks off into your skin. So heart-shaped leaf, but the funny thing is those little purple berries in there are actually edible, if you're mad. Supposed to taste like raspberries, but you only get them in sort of sunlight. Trees fall through here and it starts to rot, so a couple of times a year they come back and sand it all back.
You want to go home?
The ferns up, living up in the tree.
They're more shy, huh?
Yeah, they're quite shy.
Yeah.
We're on the track above Cape Tribulation. I'll look up the name later. It's not Bird's Coastal Trek that has something similar. 800 kilometres of that gets to the top of Queensland.
That's our swimming spot. That's about my chest in the middle. It's cool, it's clear. Crocodile Free Friday.
Crocodile?
World War. Now next door, it's not a lychee or a lychee. Both of those terms are correct. One is Cantonese, the other is Mandarin. But this is a relation. It's called a rambutan. It comes from Malaysia. And that basically means hairy fruit of the forest. So, pretty aptly named. When you eat these, you just pop it in your mouth, give it a quick bite till it cracks, twist off the top, eat the translucent flesh, watch out for the big seed in the middle. They taste very much like a lychee, not quite as sweet.
Too windy and too many trees. That's part of the road over there. 4-wheel drive only.
Might be able to get a photograph.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
You're waiting
Yeah.
patiently. Look out.
Straight up there, I guess. We're on Cape Tribulation. See the mangroves there? Cape Trib. The mangroves right here in the water. And turn around there. And Biddy L. Smith. And here we have a strange creature endemic to this region. Turn around. There she is, eating her chips as normal. The common diet of this creature is chips. Oh, here we are, a food factory. It's the mangroves near Cairns Airport.